Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Kyle here with the Stoeger STR9S Combat. Now this is our budget-ended firearm, and we did throw a red dot on this today. It's a cheaper red dot. We thought budget gun, budget red dot review, this would be perfect. But it's actually not a red dot, it is a green dot. So we do know, we did a review on the Stoeger, we really liked it. It was a good shooting firearm. I had some issues with the green dots, right? So all that green usually catches me off guard, but it does have a lot of great features. We did pick up the UTG micro green dot. I think I picked this up for like $85. Slammed it on here. It's the RMR cut, so it fit perfectly. All the plates are in there for the Stoeger. We did swap out to the large back strap, and we really want to test this, kind of see how it goes. It does come with the 3 mags. It has a great capacity, and I think this would be fun. I'm going to try to find a holster again. I've really been troubled. That's the only drawback here, is finding a holster for this. I want to run it through the IDPA chute that I compete in, just to see how this would do with this green dot and all that fun stuff. Again, we did pick up this micro green dot right here from UTG. It's actually not too bad. It's supposed to have around 50,000 hours on the medium brightness setting. So we'll see how long it lasts, how good it lasts. Does it stay zeroed once we get our 10-yard zero? And we're going to get out there today. So with that, we're going to talk about a couple of numbers on our pistol. With our Stoeger, we do have a 28.8 overall weight with it unloaded. So it does have a pretty good weight. It has a pretty good, easy system to get the mags in. It does have that mag well on there. This is the top end of the STR line. They do have a compact and a full size. This is their combat version. It does have a threaded barrel, nice set of adjustable sights on there. It does have a barrel length of 4.7 inches, so I think that's going to be good for accuracy out on the range. We've got our full pick rail, so if you wanted to run lighter laser or something on there to counteract some of the muzzle flip, because it does have a polymer lower. Again, these you can pick up for around the $450 to $500 range, but they do come with a great spread. I was able to pick up an additional mag, so I do have 4 of these mags. A little hard to find with this extended base plate. You can run the regular ones for the full size in there, but they're kind of hard to get in because it goes up underneath your mag well. Right, so these ones are pretty hard to find, but I was able to get one. But when I did pick it up from my local dealer, it was only around $20. So with that, we're going to get a little bit into the green dot. So with our UTG Op3 micro green dot, you do have to change the battery by taking the optic off. That is a downside. They do make a little bit larger one, and it has a battery tray on the side. We want the micro to keep it kind of low to the gun, and that is kind of the only downside to that micro, is you're going to have to take it off. There's no little battery tray like on the larger one. It is a 4 MOA green dot with this one, and what's kind of nice is it does have a little centering line here, so you can help with sighting yourself in, or if you lose the green dot or it goes out, it does give you kind of something to have a backup sight. We can co-witness through here, no problem with these higher suppressor height sights with this firearm. Again, that middle setting is going to give you 20,000 hours of battery life, so we'll see if that's true, if the battery holds up, if there's any issue with that. Ours did come with a removable pick rail, so you can mount this on anything you'd like that has a pick rail. That's just a little plate that they have. And there's lots of adapters that they have for 45 degrees and stuff like that on the UTG site itself. Now you do have your adjustments for windage and elevation right here, and they're very easy. It's one click for 1 MOA at 100 yards. So we'll get that all sighted in and get that pretty comfortable for us. The button is right here. It has 8 different brightness modes, so you can make it pretty bright down to pretty dim, depending on what you want. This one does not have an auto brightness feature, but there is one out there, one of these that does. I think it's the other larger one. Does have the auto brightness in a couple different settings. Again, this is kind of the bottom end. We picked this up for 85 bucks and slapped it on here. It is waterproof, which is good. So it is going to be able to take some rain or whatever you have out there, and then it has a nice coating on the lens that is supposed to help you acquire that red dot, block out some of that sun. So let's get to the important stuff and get our budget-ended combat firearm out to the range. We're out here with the Stoeger STR9S Combat, and we were going to do our first 3 shots. I did bore sight this at home at 10 yards, so we'll see how good the bore sighter was and see how close we are to accuracy with the green dot. Not too bad. Looks like I'm a little off to the left, so we'll make a few adjustments and we'll give Lauren a turn.
Hey guys, I was having some trouble after we put the green dot on this, and previously I shot this Stoeger really well. So we threw up one of our right-handed shot diagnostic targets just so that I can take a few shots at it and see what adjustments I have to make now that this dot is on. Okay, let's see what it says.
So I'm going to check out our diagnostic target too, see how it does. We got Lauren, so now we know what we're going to work on with her. We'll see where I'm at, because I was a little left. I did make a few adjustments. We'll see how we go. Really starting to like this dot. Distance shot on the last one. Now that we've got our first 150 rounds through, let's get our final thoughts on the green dot. Now we've wrapped up our review of the Stoeger STR9S Combat. Now, I was really excited to get this out here. I did struggle with the 3 greens. Those are the ones that are hard for my eye, just like the 3 whites are hard for Lauren. We have our little opposites there. But the green dot made this way better for me. I know if you guys watched the first review, I shot this horribly. It's hard for me to transition with those style of sights with my stigmatism. Throwing that green dot on there, one focal point, really kind of, this is my first real experience on a full-size firearm with a green dot or red dot of that nature. I do have one on my Kimber R7, but this is kind of a budget-ended one. It held 0 all day, 150 rounds. I was able to hit targets at 45 yards pretty consistently all around. Transitioning was very easy for me. I really felt better about this with this firearm. I'm going to tell you that when I did load it, I 100% had to use the mag loader. Once you get down past that, 18 round mark to get those last 3 or 4 in there, it's really a pain. You really should use the mag loader. If you have a Lula loader or something like that, I would definitely suggest using that. Now, I didn't have a problem manipulating the slide. I don't have any grip strength issues. I did use the front slide serrations a lot. I did, it can go on the rear, no problem. But Lauren did run into an issue. So you want to talk about that?
So when we first got and shot this, it turned into one of my favorite guns really quickly, and I think we actually ended up keeping it because I loved it so much. Today was a completely different experience for me. Throwing that green dot on there, I learned pretty quickly that I wasn't able to function that slide anymore without really getting on that dot. So for me, that's a really big disappointment. Aside from that, I had some struggles to pick up with that green dot. I excel with those 3 greens, so I had done better with that before. But we did some of our diagnostics and did some drills today, and I found out what I was doing wrong, and we worked on that a little bit. Now I'm going to keep training with this, mostly because I'm frustrated that I shot so poorly with it today. But you can kind of see the difference between going from your out-of-the-box sight, putting a dot on there, and how it can really change your experience in a good way and a negative way.
Right. Lauren was having trouble. She didn't want to really grab the optic, and the way she usually racks the gun is she kind of drives down into it a little bit because she does have that grip strength issue. She wasn't able to manipulate it from the front. This one is pretty tight. Maybe once it breaks in a little bit more. We have about 750 rounds through this now. So we did 150 today. We're at that 750 round mark, so we'll be looking for our 1,000 round review here coming up shortly. And that kind of threw this for her. This is one of her favorites, one of her range toys. I thought throwing this on there would make it better for her, but as you can see, you might want to check that before you come out to the range, put the dot on at your home, try to rack it and things like that. Could really turn something you love into something that's not as much fun until you learn a new way to rack, right?
Absolutely.
So we appreciate your time. We hope to see you again, and thanks for liking and subscribing.
Bye.
Thanks for watching our video. Make sure to hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of our future videos. If you liked the video, make sure to like and subscribe to our channel.
Comment below. We want to hear from you. Get more content from family firearm reviews by joining our Patreon and checking out the links in the description.